I'm going to be in court covering another big case here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan coming up for 2 weeks. I'm Melissa Andrews, a crime and investigative anchor and reporter. You may remember me from covering the Dale Warner murder trial. This time we are going to be covering the preliminary exam for John Skelton, who is accused of murdering his 3 boys, Andrew, Alexander, and Tanner Skelton, in 2010. The boys disappeared while they were with John on Black Friday in 2010. He was going through a divorce with the boys' mother, and he had the boys during this period. He had claimed that he gave them to some underground group, but there was never any proof of that, and John ended up serving 15 years in prison for their disappearance, but he had never been charged with murder. Now, I had a feeling, based on what investigators in the case had told me, that John would be charged with their murders before he was released for causing their disappearance. And that is exactly what happened, because these investigators were always trying to build a murder case against John. They didn't want to charge him without having that evidence and then not be able to recharge him should they not get a conviction for murder. So here's where we are. John is now charged with 3 counts of murder for the boys. And in Michigan, they do what's called a preliminary exam. This is basically to assure that there is enough evidence to take someone to trial on felony charges. So the main purpose for a preliminary exam or a preliminary hearing is to make sure that there is enough probable cause for these charges and defend or protect defendants from weak cases or unsupported charges. So a judge will hear the evidence against John Skelton for causing the alleged murders of these boys, and then the judge will decide whether this case can proceed to trial. Now, this is very much like a mini trial in the state of Michigan. You will hear witness testimony, you will see evidence, there will be cross-examination, there will be legal arguments. And what we expect to happen is that this case will be bound over to circuit court, which is the felony court in Michigan. So we will be streaming these proceedings on WTOL 11 Plus and on WTOL.com. I will give you my nightly recaps. This all starts on Monday, August 24th, and it's slated to go through September 4th. We don't know if it's going to last that long, but that is how long it's on the court schedule for. So I will see you with our usual court reporting on Monday, August 24th for the preliminary exam of John Skelton.